All right, so are we ready for the next steps? So this is going to be the practice that you're going to do basically every single day. So you can do short little snippets of this, especially if you've got kids running around and you've got things going on and there's all kinds of things or places you need to be and it's like hectic. Do them short. If you've got more time, milk it, man. Seriously, milk it. Just go for it, and just go into those. So the process is going to be, the first commitment you're going to make is a commitment to meditate morning and night. You can make it 5 or 10 minutes. If that's all you can do and that's all you can muster, I'm okay with that. What I want is consistency. That's what you want, is consistency. It's not me, because ultimately this is for your benefit. So you don't even have to do that if you don't want to, but I'm going to say you will get more out of this if you consistently make the decision that every day I'm going to sit up in bed and I'm going to, in the morning, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can do 20 minutes, you can do an hour if you want. I don't care. But part of your meditation practice is going to be sitting, evoking the feeling that you're trying to go for. You're just going to sit with it and you're just going to evoke the feeling. You don't even have to really, sometimes you have to kind of think of something to make that feeling come out. But sometimes you can just go and evoke the feeling without triggering anything else. So you're trying to separate from I need something to happen to feel that feeling. It's, I can feel the feeling regardless of what is happening. Okay? That's where the power is. So I can feel this feeling regardless of what is going on in my world. I can be living in complete chaos and it does not matter. I can evoke this feeling. I can be happy and content and sparked in a shitty marriage. I can be happy and content in a happy marriage. I can be happy and content when I'm broke. I can be happy and content when I've got tons of money and whatever. I can feel these feelings separate from what is actually occurring in my world. So you're going to do that. So that's why that insight timer is a really super good thing, because it'll keep you on track and keep you doing it every single day. It's got all kinds of really cool things in it. I can recommend some of the best teachers that I really enjoy. Sarah Blondin is one of my favorite in there, just because her voice is really soothing and she's very poetic in the way she speaks, and it's very calming and relaxing. You can just put on music in there. You can have silence. You can do a guided meditation ultimately, but I'd like you to, during the part that you're doing, the part where you're trying to evoke this feeling, try not to do a guided meditation. Try to do the timer with the music in it or whatever it is, and I want you to sit and evoke that feeling. So you're just going to feel that. And if you're going to bed, you don't want to get yourself all excited and ramped up, but just so do the softer of those feelings, right? You're not going to go, get yourself feeling all excited and vibrant and like you feel like you're going to, celebrate and jump all over the world, because now you won't be able to sleep. And then this kind of defeats the whole purpose if you don't get any sleep, right? So you're going to evoke that feeling. You're also going to pick up your journal that I asked you to get. And I know lots of people have these, have to write, 150 or 200 or 75 or whatever, gratitude, list, or, I need to do 5 gratitudes. You're welcome to do that and go ahead and do that if that's what you like to do. Please go ahead and enjoy that. But I want you to use this process of appreciation. And the reason I want you to use appreciation is because appreciation we're talking about raising vibration, really is what we're trying to accomplish here. You're going to start vibrating like a new radio signal that's going to be going out and sending a new signal out to the universe. And it's basically saying, I'm here and this is what I love. I love this feeling of this beautiful contentedness or whatever. And it starts to bring you experiences that match those feelings. So if you can go into this place of appreciation, not being attached to, I'm grateful because I have, or I'm grateful because, gratitude has this weird thing because it can get really mixed up, right? Because I can say I'm grateful I have a job, and I can feel underneath that also the feeling at the same time that, but I hate my boss, or, but it doesn't feel like my purpose. I can say, I feel gratitude for my paycheck, even though I don't feel like I get paid enough. It can be a double-edged sword. So it can be convoluted frequency that gets things mixed up a little bit. So when you go to appreciation, appreciation is something that is disconnected from anything that you have attained or you're working for or anything like that. So I can say, I appreciate the color black. I love how powerful it is. I love how it creates a silhouette. I love how when you put it next to other colors, it makes them pop out. I love things like that. I love this this orange. I love orange. Orange is bright and vibrant, and it makes me feel happy when I look at it. And when I hold this beautiful orange in my hand and I smell it, I smell the essence of this orange. And when I break the skin open, I love how that feels, and that sound. And even when it gets the crap underneath my nails, it's there, I can smell it. And then that moment when I take that first bite of that orange, and it's just so juicy and fabulous and amazing. And I love, I appreciate how it got to the store, and I appreciate all those things. I appreciate all the little things that had to happen to bring this one little orange into my home, and the abundance that I have to have this, those kinds of things. So you're milking the hell out of it is what you're doing. So the reason I like this better than this whole gratitude list is when I try and do the quick gratitude list and I'm trying to write all these things, I'm just going from thing to thing to thing to thing. And it becomes like going on a vacation and making a list of all the things that you want to see. My parents and my sister, it's okay if you're watching this, but that's how they like to vacation. They like to have a list of things they like to see, and they want to make sure they get all of those things in. I'm the exact opposite. I want to go to a place and I want to sit, in the middle of the cafe, and I want to have the coffee and I want to soak in the experience. I want to meet the people that are around me. I want them to tell me about the cool places to go to, and then I want to go to them. I like to go with that flow, and being that I've practiced this art of surrender really well now, and I loved that essence and that feeling. So this is what you're doing. You're milking that and really getting the energy flowing in that is what you're doing. So I also want you to write a brief note about the thing that you picked that day to do. So you're gonna just a brief little summary of, today I went for a walk in the woods and I felt that spark. I felt that connection to nature, and I walked on the path and the snow was crunching, and I felt the I saw the river going, and this little duck was playing, and it was really cool. You don't need to go into too much detail if you don't want to, but do if you want to, and do it at a time that feels good. So you can either, if you've got time in the morning and you want to talk about the day before and you write that all out, great. Or if you want to do it before you go to bed, and that just gives you a satiated feeling. If you want to do it in the middle of the day, when you get home from work and you want to go, I just finished this, right when you finish it or something, you can do that as well. So it's up to you as to when you do it, but that's part of the process. You're going to write that in. Putting the energy into this, it's just to feel good. That's the intention. Feeding your soul is what you're doing right now. I want you to feed your soul in every way you can possibly feed your soul for the next 30 to 90 days. 30 days for sure. I don't want you to expect an outcome. I don't want you to look for anything happening. I don't want you to, but I will say, if you feel an inspiration, or if someone says, hey, I'd like to invite you over for dinner. If it feels like the feeling, you're trying to go. If it doesn't, maybe don't. I want it to feel natural and flowing and without real effort, but you might get excited about something. Sometimes I'll get excited or inspired about an idea, and I just dive in and I just do it. I mean, even this right now, I decided to jump in and do this process. I didn't plan to create, a course or do anything like that. That wasn't what I did. I just went, oh, I think I'm going to do this process again. Geez, I could always invite other people to come with me and see if they want to join it too, because maybe there's other people that could benefit from this as well. So I've literally just jumped in and just gone boom, boom, boom. I'm just going to do what I can with what I've got and go from there. And let's dive in and try it. I mean, what's the worst can happen? You spend 30 days doing things that make you feel good, and then you just feel better and nothing happens. Or something could be inspired in you. You could realize, there are things that you need to make changes for in your life, on things that you don't want to focus on anymore. Maybe things that are toxic for you, or things that are hurtful, that you don't want to spend time doing anymore. It doesn't matter what it is. Just go with the flow. Surrender to the process completely. The only focus is the process. No outcome. Not knowing where it's going to go. Not knowing what you're trying to create. Not a single solitary goal in mind. And that's going to be really hard for some people, because their minds are going to go, but let it bubble up. Let it just be there, and if it comes through, and I'll suddenly, I think I need to pick up my paintbrush, and I need to, not because I want to create something, because I suddenly want to have a business, and that could come from it, but instead just do the process of being in love with the process. That's it. So this is going to be an interesting 30 to 90 days. I definitely hope that you will keep in touch with me and let me know what is going on for you, and what is happening or not happening or whatever. And if you need guidance or pointers and just saying, I'm really stuck in this particular area, I'm certainly willing to help you with this. But this is your own thing. You are freeing your soul with this. It is going to look different than mine. And that's okay. That's the whole purpose. You have more wisdom and more beauty and courage and amazing things inside of you than you can probably imagine. You just need to give them space to come out. You don't need me to teach you how to do this. I'm just guiding you back to your inner wisdom and your inner connection to that part of yourself that is crying out for attention. So that's all you're going to do for the next little while. So do enjoy it, and I would love to hear how you're feeling at the end. And I'm going to touch base from time to time and just say, hey, if you're not letting me, it's okay, because I am going to open source this a little bit more so than I thought I would originally. And I don't know you're doing it. That's fine. Just go ahead and enjoy it. But yeah, anytime you want to, just let me know how you're doing. I'd love to maybe be able to offer this to people as something that we could do, as a workshop type thing. But let's see how it goes and have some fun with it. So enjoy.